2K Sports to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Look, this player starts off the final round a couple behind the lead. And let's face it, they need to have some inspiring golf out there today. They need to make birdies early and often if they want to chase down that leader. It sets up for a very exciting final round.
Certainly excited to see how today plays out, Rich. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for Eagle. Ouch, that hurts. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. Can you hear those tweets? This is what they have left for birdie here. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good, opening the first with an underpar score.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
And let's take a look at this shot from just a moment ago. Getting ready to play their third. Okay, phase one complete. You've got to make a good putt here. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. Just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And this is a familiar sight. Jon Rahm leads this tournament. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Playing this shot from 120 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Oh, good look at a birdie here.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Xander Schauffele as he gets set for his next shot here on the 17th.
So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. He finds himself tied for 6th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The tee is yours. Here we are at the 4th hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Very crafty, that shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Nice stroke. And there it is. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. they have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Well, you can club down. Everything's all in front of you as it runs into this downhill green.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Uh-oh, this one's airmailing the green. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This one to save par.
This one's online. Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. That's a good bogey in the end. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Currently a couple under for the event. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
And back to the play, shall we? Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
That's not the outcome they were after.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Three feet to go here to the hole. Oh, that's a clutch par. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. That got a little out of control, I think.
And coming up well short. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. That will work. The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Ooh. If you can make this one, it's for par. Looks good off the blade. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And he needs this to save par.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Nicely holed and for par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Time to tee off on the 11th.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods. Getting ready to play their third. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Looking good so far.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogey. But he butchered this hole.
And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. That hole's done. Currently at 3 under for the event. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Surely it's going to.
A bogey putt awaits. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And it's Jon Rahm in the lead. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
He's got this for his par.
That's frustrating. Good looking putt. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
And with that putt, now 2 under with the final few holes to go. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Was on a good line. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Good putt, that. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Oh, that's too bad. A birdie putt awaits. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 3 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
And this putt for a final score of 68. Oh, I like the look of this. And that brings to an end his event. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And Henning, here we were at the start of this rivalry, doubting they even had the capabilities to take them on, let alone whop them like that.
Luke, that was really incredible stuff. It was a pleasure to walk the fairways and watch that performance, that dominant performance. As you said, we didn't expect a victory, let alone a victory like that.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.